Hey guys, tell me about Aquarius and love, all right? We're gonna take a look at the person that you're dealing with to see what they have on their mind when it comes to you. Apply this to your own unique situations. Switch the roles if you want, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you guys get notified on when my new videos post, when I go live. Also, if you guys are interested and wanting to follow me on my social media pages, personal readings with me on Zoom, pre-recorded. The links and the details are in the description box below. Also, if you guys haven't joined my channel memberships, hit the join button. I'll greatly appreciate it if you guys did join just to support me and also my channel. So tell me about Aquarius. So Aquarius, you could apply this to new love, current love, or an ex, okay? Tell me about the person that Aquarius is dealing with here. What is this person's thoughts towards Aquarius? So with the Page of Pentacles, we also have the Nine of Wands. I feel like whatever this is, I feel like someone here is definitely coming back with their tail between their legs here after a period of no communication. I feel like someone here is about to break no communication here because they're feeling very lonely without you. I feel like this person misses your presence here after a very painful ending here. I feel like this painful ending has a lot to do with something that you found out online or something like that regarding what your person did here. Yeah. And I feel like once you found out, I feel like this person, that's when they kind of like bolted here and got scared. Didn't want to deal with it. Didn't want to face their consequences here. The Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. And also we have the Page of Swords. Strong air energy showing up here. Could be another air sign. Could be an earth sign that you're dealing with here. You could have multiple of these energies in your charts. What emotions are behind those thoughts? We have the World, the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, Leo energy, the Lovers. I get the feeling that this person's waking up to the fact that there is a bond, that there is a connection between you and them. But I don't feel like this person necessarily is going to choose you here, though. The Three of Cups, they want to reunite. But yeah, as I was saying, they're not going to necessarily choose you because this person's confused with the Two of Swords here. But you may have closed out the cycle here, but I feel like this person's definitely pulling you back in somehow. Or that they're trying to pull you back in. So we have the World, Queen of Pentacles, Sun, Leo energy, the Lovers, Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Tell me about what their intentions are behind, what's the intentions forming in their mind. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Judgment, Sagittarius energy. Two of Cups here. We have the Queen of Swords. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo. Yeah, I feel like we have some here that's coming with a reconciliation here, but I feel like with the Queen of Swords here, you're very cautious. I feel like you may give this person a chance, but you're not going to trust it though. Yeah, you're kind of in this energy of like, okay, prove it to me. Like, prove to me that you've changed. Prove to me, prove to me that you're going to do better here. Prove to me that, you're not going to do the same thing again that led to, some sort of no contact or separation between you and your person here. So we have the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have the Judgment here, Sagittarius energy. The Two of Cups, we also have the Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, and also the Seven of Swords. Tell me about what fears and doubts does this person have when it comes to Aquarius? So we have the Nine of Cups, the Death card, the Emperor, Aries energy. Wow, we have the Empress of the Empress here. This is a true pair, you guys. With the Three of Wands here. The Five of Wands. I feel like this person's biggest fears is to face the issues at hand that you guys have been dealing with here. You know what? I feel like this person may have a hard time dealing with, you know, things that come up, things that show up in the relationship here. And unfortunately, sometimes, you know, some people have avoidant issues here. And I feel like for you, Aquarius, you just want to sit down with this person to resolve things here. Sometimes a lot of their avoidant issue really stems back to their childhood. Yeah, it really comes down to guilt and shame and remorse and stuff like that. They can't sit with that. They were never really taught the tools to sit with it, you know, and just kind of like, you know, and given the space to really learn from those experiences. So this person, you know, people, that's why people avoid. Yeah, that's why people avoid, or that people have avoidant patterns or avoidant issues. What's next here? The Six of Pentacles. And that, you know, a lot of times when someone avoids accountability and responsibilities, you know, the other partner will start to take on the brunt of, you know, what this person's trying to avoid. And then the weight starts to feel very heavy. You know, your nervous system starts to, you know, kind of like overfunction and it starts to collapse. So, you know, I feel like what's next here is that, you know, I just feel like you guys are just focusing on what's practical here right now. Yeah, I see you guys restraining yourself. I don't see you guys responding too quickly, you know. It's kind of like, okay, I got the message, you know. I'm not going to respond right away because, you know, maybe your nervous system doesn't really feel settled around this person. You know, sometimes our body already tells us what we need to know before our rational mind can't. That's not a word, can. Yeah. So, you know, I just feel like you're just focusing on what's practical, your home life, your work and stuff like that, working out, going to the gym, you know, being physical. So what advice do we have here for Aquarius? The Justice card. Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles. We have the King to Queen of Pentacles in the Tower here. This person knows that they messed up here. You know, it's almost like I feel like this person knows that they messed up, but it's almost like I feel like they're not really completely connecting the dots here, because I feel like, you know, when you mess up, you take full accountability and responsibility, but this person may have a tendency to kind of shift the blame here too, to kind of take the little bit of the heat off them. It comes from their avoidant problems here too. Yeah, I mean, also you can't force someone to be conscious when they're not ready to be conscious either. It kind of comes on their own time. It also takes, you know, kind of like a lot of practice to kind of get to that place where you're so self-aware to the point that, you know, sometimes where you're about to do something, you may catch yourself, you know, before you do it or something like that. Or someone who's very, very, very self-aware and they know that they fucked up, you know, they will immediately, you know, apologize and do the right thing here. But, you know, a lot of times, you know, some people don't. Yeah, some people just apologize to apologize so that, you know, they give you what you want. But, you know, sometimes it's not accompanied by change, right? An apology has to come with change. So, Aquarius, I do hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that this reading resonated. And I'll speak to you guys in another read. Thanks. Bye.